Back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika and with a story time. This story is about myself, some things I experienced back in the 90s. I lived in what is called Lake Terrace, or they call them Lake Oaks, down in the city of New Orleans. And in that community, it's a whole lot of, I guess you can say, white people in the area, okay? And child, so I moved down here. I'm young, I'm married, I got my kids and whatnot. You know, I'm just chilling, trying to do me. Of course, it gets lonely because the only company that I had was a housekeeper that came by 4 times a week, you know. So, and all the other wives in the neighborhood, they really weren't, cool with a bitch. They was very standoffish, so I wasn't worried about them, right? I just went on, did me. So finally, after weeks of months of living over there, finally this one chick, and we gonna call her Virginia, she started coming around me. Now, she was an older lady upon me. Now, I was like 19, 20, 21. This woman is like 38, damn near going into her 40s. She started being cool with me. And, of course, when you by yourself all the time, you ain't got nothing but the kids around you, you gonna go ahead on and be cool with the bitch, right? So I was cool with her, Plus, I had it in my mind that I wanted to someday own my own restaurant. So she knew a lot of people. So she would invite me to events, y'all. I was going to, functions where I would be meeting members of the city council. I was meeting people that was, influential inside of the city of New Orleans and all of that. It was just a wonderful experience. And with each one of them, I had my game face on. I was just me. And so people started liking me. But every time I noticed that when we was going somewhere, she wouldn't necessarily say nothing, but I caught that bitch in my periphery one time, giving me, the look that Cat Williams say that folks be having it, that sitting on the front row that really ain't your fan. They be going up for you, but behind your back, they be really wanting to see bad things happen. And this particular female, I caught her one time. We was at a Mardi Gras ball, and the bitch, I just happened to look over that there old peripheral, and the bitch is giving me the, I got a stomach virus look. And I'm like, okay. So I've always been the type of bitch that I peep everything and I save it in the book. I put it in what they call an archive until I'm ready to discuss it or I need to bring it out, okay? So over the course of the next few months, I noticed that the invites were slowing down from her, but I was still getting invited. So it came upon this one time. And then plus I had started meeting other women in the neighborhood. And I would hear little things, Virginia said this, or you're nothing like what I thought you were. All kinds of shit. And I'm like, what you mean I'm nothing like what you thought I was? Come to find out, old girl had been putting words out there. I was immature. I was ghetto. I was mean. I mistreat my children. Me and my husband wasn't doing good, yada yada yada, a bunch of motherfucking lies. When in actuality, I knew that her and her husband wasn't doing so good because he was sleeping with someone that worked with my husband. Okay, but I ain't said nothing. I'm just trying to keep it 1,000, stay in my business. Because let me tell you something, one thing I don't do is I don't cross the line when it comes to a marriage. I ain't finna tell a wife nothing that her man is doing. What go on in a marriage is between the people that are involved in that marriage and not me. Now, I knew your husband was creeping because he met the bitch over at my house a couple times, but I ain't said that. I just told my husband I don't want that shit here because I'm cool with her. They ain't gonna meet up here. They gonna have to keep doing whatever they been doing, okay? So, come up on this one time, it was an event that went on in the city, and I really wanted to go. But I didn't want to go by myself, and it did say +1. And my husband was out of town, so I was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna get her to go with me. Now, this bitch acting like she ain't going. She's like, I didn't get no invite, I'm not going, blah, 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 blah. She talked all kinds of shit about the shit, okay? Child, she was talking me against going as well. She's like, nah, I don't want to go because, it's a lot of people there that I don't necessarily get along with, so I don't think you should go either. So she started talking, but I'm noticing that she started trying to dissuade me from going, right? So come up on the week or the time to go. Something in my mind said, go, girl. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna go because she done told me these people don't like me. Even though now I've been told that this bitch been talking, this bitch been running me down in the neighborhood, I'm still fucking dealing, right? But something ain't right. Something in my spirit was not right with this situation. So I decide I'm going to go. Child, at the last minute, and when I say in the 11th hour, it was 2 hours before the shit was actually supposed to take place. I decided I was going to go. I called her. She didn't answer the phone. Now, I'm wondering why she didn't answer the phone, but she got kids or husband. Maybe they going out doing something, whatever. I don't know. I'm just going to go. I didn't want to go by myself. I actually was calling the bitch to tell her, come on, let's just go and see what it can be, because I'm trying to network so that when I'm ready to try to get funding and stuff, I can get the funding and the clientele that I need to try to make this a success for myself. She wouldn't answer the phone, but my determination to do it for me made me go on and get cute, and I went on down there. Who do I see when I get there? Her. The bitch didn't want me there because she was jealous of me. People liked me. I found out that invites was coming for weeks for me to come places and do things, and this bitch had been not telling me. Now, one time did she tell me that I was invited to one event. One lady told me, she said I was gonna mail your invitation, but she was right there and she told me she would take it to you. Now, this was somebody I really had wanted to connect with, because later on she proved to be very, very instrumental in helping me grow. Okay. But I get in here and this bitch got the look of death when she see my face, because, bitch, didn't you say you weren't coming because you had issues with several people in here? But when I walk in here, you hobnobbing and having a good time. Baby, she tried to avoid me like the plague. Do you hear me? But let me tell you something. I wasn't worried about her. I was doing me, baby. I put my game face on, and when I say was the belle of the fucking ball, that's what the fuck I was. I watched her sit there with the look of hate on her face the whole time. I said, okay, I'm gonna holler at this bitch in the neighborhood, because I don't need to fuck my shit up right now. And if I get to talking to her now, I'm gonna go on and let her have it, right? So I'm trying to be cool. So I goes out, and it's this little area like where they got a lot of rose bushes and stuff. People was out there drinking, talking and shit. So I go out there and I'm sitting there and I'm chilling, I'm drinking, I'm talking. I ain't telling nobody what I'm feeling on the inside, which is I'm feeling a volcano about to erupt, because, bitch, I see you trying to sabotage my fucking success, and I see you don't like me, and you done been all up in my house and everything. You've been talking about me behind my back, but I let you live, bitch, but you still want to motherfucking talk shit. So this bitch decided that she gonna try to approach me and ask me, oh, what made you decide to come? I looked at that bitch and told her the same thing that made you decide to come. But you were coming anyway. You just didn't want me here. Well, what does that mean? Bitch, you don't want no confrontation with me, because although I don't want to sabotage my motherfucking success, I don't mind getting down with a hoe anytime, any place, anywhere. I'm down with the fucking cause. So I'm like, girl, you don't want this right now. She gonna keep trying to push the issue. But you know how people that got a little money, got a little upstand, little class, or whatever they call themselves about themselves, they try to shade you, but they shade you in what you would call like a more dignified way. We might shade and it's direct. You understand that you being shaded. Well, with her, she was one of them people that thought because she came for money, she could shade me and I wasn't going to be able to catch it, or I wouldn't say nothing because I felt like a fish out of water. Bitch, I don't go nowhere I feel like a fish out of water. Never. You understand what I'm saying? So when you brought that drama, she started talking about it. So I told her, look, girl, let's just keep it 1,000. You don't like me, and now I don't like you. You've been running around telling me, and I started naming names, bitch. And so happened as I'm naming these names, because I done got loud, people is coming out to see what the fuck is going on. So I called out everybody's name that she had told me that was fucking, that didn't like me, and things that she had said that they said. Folks is looking at her like, what the fuck is she talking about? I never said nothing like that. So she gonna call herself, gonna try to get cute and throw a drink in a bitch's face. Oh, okay. Okay. I see you, bitch. I see you. You think you gonna throw this drink on me? So I went and grabbed that bitch by her head, and her weed came out. I ain't had no problem with it. That's when they separated us. I ain't get to hit her, so y'all ain't gonna get one of them I went to jail type situations. No, I didn't. But I pulled that bitch wig off her motherfucking head. She gonna grab her head and run up out of there. And the moral of the story is, y'all, everybody sitting on the front row ain't your fucking fan. People will go up for you. They will act like they there for you. They will act like they support you. But in the end, you will find out that the main people that rooted you on really was behind your back, putting a knife in your back. If you got something going on in your life that's positive, move forward. Don't worry about what the next man do, and always believe in self, because only you can get you to the next level. You got to believe in yourself. You understand what I'm saying? This bitch was miserable. Her man was cheating on her. Her children didn't really want to fuck with her because her kids treat her like shit. She was a miserable bitch, and she wanted to make my life miserable. She had even gone through instances where she was trying to make me feel like my husband wasn't doing right. And then at that time, baby, we was like this. You understand what I'm saying? She was trying to cause dissension in my motherfucking life because her life was in shambles. And oftentimes in this world, you will meet people like that. Miserable people want you to join them. They don't want to sit in their misery by themselves. Misery like company. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all today, don't let nobody tear you down. I don't give a damn what the situation is. Be mindful of the people that's cheering you on. See, your enemies, you know that they stand. That's what I respect about somebody that just say, I don't like you, opposed to a bitch that try to be my motherfucking friend, thinking that because if she fuck with me, she can bring me down or she can take something from me. What God got for me can't now bitch on this earth take. Do you understand what I'm saying? That be in my personal life here on the YouTube. Anytime, whatever God got set for Nika is going to get. It doesn't matter what kind of games you play. It don't matter what kind of traps you set for me. I'm going to get what I'm supposed to get. I have found out even on the YouTube, I got a lot of people that look at my channel and they see what I have done in less than a year and they want to be my friend. But they ain't really my motherfucking friend. They just trying to get up under me, try to think that if they get up under me because they know I'm a kind person, I'm going to shout them out and I'm going to help their channel grow. They'll fucking fuck with a bitch. But the minute I don't agree with something dealing with them, they got a fucking problem with me or something. Or I don't shout them out enough, they fucking got a problem with me and they have turned and shit. But do you see me, you ain't seen me falter yet, baby. I'm going to always be the queen that I am. And I sit on this throne, bitch. I am the queen of the new YouTubers. I ain't seen a bitch do what I did in my circle yet, okay? I'm not saying that I think I'm better than no motherfucking body else, but I know one thing. I'm relatable, I'm honest, I'm kind, and I'm going to keep it 1,000 with your ass at all time. It don't matter what the fuck you try to do to me. You can't take me down. You can't take me down, boo. So, you know, as you all go on about y'all lives, please remember that everybody sitting on the front row ain't a fan. Everybody that's going up for you don't really want to see you up there. They just want to ride along. See, they there for two reasons. They there to either ride with you along the way so that they can be a success and be an honorably mentioned type of bitch, or else they trying to ride for you but secretly trying to tear you down. They don't want to see you elevate to the next level. And you got to be wise enough to realize that is what the fuck is going on and not be a fool to that. See, can't nobody infiltrate my Carter because my Carter was built on what you call solid foundation. And when you built on solid foundation, a Miserlite can't fuck with you. That's what they are. They are called Miserlites because they are miserable individuals who trying to get you to join their party by means of manipulation. They do it by manipulation. They instigators. They instigators. And they some hateful, lonely bitches in this world, okay? So, as you go on in your life, just use this story as an example of what not to do. Be mindful of everything that you are doing. Be mindful of people who act like they so down for you, but yet and still, they always there for you when it's bad things, but when it's something good, they ain't there for you. This bitch, she was down for every negative thing that could be done to me or said about me, but when it came time for me to shine, the bitch wasn't there. Why? Because she was one of those members of my front row that was not a fan. And I just felt like I need to come through here and say that today, so I done said it. I'm not talking about nobody on the tube, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers be watching me be in your fucking feelings. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about me, and I'm talking to my love things out there that may be experiencing this in their everyday life. Can't nobody on YouTube shake my spirit, because bitch, you didn't build me. You can't take me down. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next video. Peace.